Colorado Springs Comic-Con. How are you guys doing? I didn't hear you. There you go. That's it. That's what we like. Hey, I'm Louis Perry from the Angrygeeks show. I'm glad to be back up here, and I'm going to be moderating this panel, among other panels, but this is the Ladies of Horror. And this is Mike Burgee. Give everybody a round of applause. Everybody say Burgee, 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 Burgee. That's the guy, this guy right here put all this crap together for you guys to come here. So when you see, thanks for the crap. Hear that? So when you see him on the on the con floor, go, Burgee, and give him a big, high five. Just right there. Okay? So that's Burgee. So anyway, so we got the Ladies of Horror, okay? So before we get this going, my producer, Dave Losh, is sitting there. So I got to be careful right now. We got some con rules. No live streaming. No video taking. Take all the pictures you want, okay? So just get ready to have some fun. So we're going to bring out first Danielle Harris. Scout Taylor-Compton. And is she here or no? Not here yet. All right, we got one more person coming.
She's coming. And
she'll be here. Ladies, before we get started, I'm sorry, we got more rules. And yeah, we do. We got what we call Angrygeeks rules. And I don't set them though. I don't set the Angrygeeks rules. You guys do.
Oh.
What are the things that you don't want to talk about, can't talk about, tired of answering, questions you don't want to answer no more? Because you guys answer the same crap over and over again. Let the crowd know now, so they can either leave or just get it out of the way. How old are you? Yeah. Oh, how old are you? Yeah.
How old are you?
Wait, what? How old?
Oh my God.
8.
What are you doing
8.
here?
What's your name?
Vivian.
Vivian's
Vivian.
8.
Hi, Vivian.
Do you have
I'll
earplugs?
try not to have a potty mouth, okay? I'm going to try my hardest. Okay, great. Okay.
Probably. What kind of parents are you?
Good parents. Good parents.
Oh, Mima. What kind of Mima are you?
Grandma.
Oh, wait, really?
The best. My Lord.
I was
All
like,
right,
you're the
so-
cool grandma.
Damn,
I love it.
All right, so ladies.
My Mima didn't look like you.
See?
All right. Well, let's talk about. Well, first, what questions don't you guys want to answer or can't answer?
I guess you guys already know the basics, right? What are the top 3 questions we get asked the most from everybody that you guys have probably seen on other YouTube or other interviews? For me, it's, were you scared as a child? No. I'm more scared as an adult of everything. What was Rob Zombie like to work with? He's wonderful. And how was Donald Pleasance? He's wonderful. Kind of boring, like nothing crazy.
Cool. Scout.
Ditto.
Right? Rob, Malcolm.
Halloween, Tyler. How tall is he? Is it scary?
Yeah, that's pretty
But
much.
those are fun.
Yeah.
I don't mind answering any of that.
You sure?
Yeah.
You got
Bring
nothing
it
else.
on.
Nothing else.
Oh, yeah. We also have this SAG. So we're SAG
Where did you get
members.
that?
So do you see
Yeah.
this long list of things that we cannot talk about because our union is on strike right now? It's crazy. So we're going to try our hardest to follow these rules.
You want to read
But
some of them?
we
Read
might
some of them.
have to pivot.
Because they keep changing this.
So we can't talk about our characters. Okay?
Yeah, or
But
mention
we
specific
can kind of
movies.
figure out how to there's that one girl that had a mean brother, and I remember, we'll try to figure it out.
He played in My Uncle and Your Brother, and
yeah, he was kind of mean sometimes. Sometimes it took it too far. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out.
Is this the first panel for the weekend?
No, actually, we just had the social media panel. How many were you? Anybody here for the social media panel? What'd you guys think of it? Was it good? No, because I wasn't. Because I wasn't the host. That's why. And you guys weren't here, so that's why. So we're gonna rock the house.
We're pretty dirty, so you might want to cover your ears a little bit here and there. But
So how many of you guys listen to our podcast?
That's what I was just gonna
Scary to
mention.
me. Bitches, what? Oh my God.
So what is your podcast about?
Y'all got some homework to do tonight.
Wait, now listen, wait. No,
Okay.
you're wearing, Scout, you're wearing a cowboy hat, right? She's wearing a cowboy boot.
we are becoming each other.
Okay.
This is a Burning Man hat. I'm about to go to a desert.
I live in Austin, so I have an excuse.
So our podcast is called Talk Scary to Me. We just recorded our 92
Yeah,
episode.
92nd, we're about to-
And it's a sex and love podcast.
With
and we
true
have
crime
true
and
crime,
911
911
calls.
and we have a lot of your celebrity favorites come on and
Yeah.
talk about sex and love. It's fun.
Where can it be found?
Spotify, Apple.
Yeah.
Amazon, all that.
Who have we had? We had Ski
Everywhere.
Ulrich.
Yeah, we've had Ski, we've had Corey Feldman, we've had...
Oh yeah, Corey was on.
We've had a lot of people on. We just did one today with a psychic medium. Do you guys believe in that stuff?
Yeah, at my show we had one too.
Yeah?
Isn't that weird? Did they freak you out?
She's never
or-
had...
I was bawling my fucking eyes out.
Really? Ooh! She didn't even hear it. Yeah, all right. Why? What happened? What?
Oh, well, I connected with my mom.
Oh,
Ooh, that was emotional.
really?
Yeah.
That was my
That's
first
crazy.
one too. I was a virgin, so it was my first time. I was like,
Now she wants to go
Crazy.
every week.
Really?
yeah, I wish I could
That's
just like
cool.
have her on speed dial.
But
Can I talk to you?
But it was hard
apparently
because the
people do
two
that.
of us are together, so she's picking up. She doesn't know like who's coming through for who necessarily, and there were things she said to her that didn't make sense, and didn't make sense to me either until later on. And then I was like, oh wait a minute, and it almost helps being in the same room because then I can, like you said to me, like, oh, she said a heart, and I was like, I don't have a, like, it doesn't mean anything.
Well,
to me. And
I
then she was
help
like,
you piece
wait,
a lot of things together.
in life.
And you just help me find balance.
I'm your mommy.
You help me become a woman.
Well, I don't know about that, but
You're like, Scout, stop
right,
being a child.
Danielle, have you been to a psychic meeting before?
I have. I've been to a few. I'm into it. I can be a skeptic, but then they say stuff that blows me away. So I'm like,
Dude,
whoa,
she
that's-
walked into that podcast recording like,
me.
yeah, bro.
did?
Yeah, bro. You were like,
Well, she started talking about things
Yeah.
about like,
you
it's
like
like.
were giving, you're like poker face. We're not playing poker.
Because I wonder if you just want to like, if you want to find the meaning and you want it to be you want your person to come through, so you find the correlation somewhere, and maybe you're trying to make it happen instead of it just actually being authentic. I don't know. My kid is obsessed with this kind of stuff too. For his first day of kindergarten, afterwards he can go anywhere, and he wanted to go to the cemetery.
Really?
I think that's my
Yes.
kid.
It's probably her kid. She grew up in a mortuary. Did you guys know that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad's a mortician in a corner.
No way.
So I grew up in the mortuary. I'm writing a book, y'all. The Diaries of the Mortician's Daughter.
There you go.
Wow. That's see.
But like all my firsts were in the mortuary, like weird stuff that happened to youngins. I just so happened to like my fort was my coffin. I love Free Willy. Bitch, I didn't even know you were in that. That's hilarious.
Ever?
Well, kind of like recently. I was like, oh shit, she's in Free Willy. That's my favorite movie.
what sparked your relationship between you two?
Oh, let's go.
Because obviously you
Danielle.
didn't grow up together, but what sparked this?
Serina!
Serina, a round of applause. Now, do we
There
have to,
she is, hot mamacita.
And you know what's great about the horror industry? We're all actually girlfriends. Like
Okay.
we're actual friends. Like we talk all the time, and text and our kids. I mean, birthday parties, and it's like we're actually friends.
Danielle got me pregnant.
What?
Yeah.
She did.
no, we don't even have to tell her the rules. She knows.
I rubbed her belly at a show because she's had a baby.
Yes.
She was pregnant, and we were at a convention in
I was still hiding it at the time.
in
I was
Germany.
just
She
4
was
months.
hiding it.
Yeah.
And she lifted up her shirt and showed me, and I rubbed her belly, and then I got pregnant.
That's it.
And that's the true story.
That weekend, right?
Oh my god.
She's
Yeah.
like, I want a baby. I was like, rub Buddha's belly.
And it worked, yeah.
And it worked.
Okay.
Okay, sorry, I just came in hot with that.
Welcome to our podcast. Here we go.
basic.
Yes. No.
Making
that-
the
No, the podcast would be,
uncomfortable. I
tell
love
me about
it.
the night it actually happened. Walk me through everything.
Yeah, so what happened that night? As I look directly.
There's her husband, baby daddy, by the way.
Everybody, round of applause for baby dad.
We love the
I'm not
baby
taking
daddy.
credit. He actually got her pregnant.
Stand
not
up and
me.
take a bow. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the question? Oh yeah, how did we become
Yeah.
friends?
How did you guys become friends? Yeah.
She
Said, would you be my
stalked
friend?
me. No, she didn't.
She what?
She didn't. She didn't stalk me at all.
She did not want to be my friend.
That's not true.
For the longest time. But you literally said it today. You were like, "Yeah, well, that's when we
Became
started
friends.
becoming friends
That's
again."
when I think we started becoming friends. You never had been to my house, really. Like, we didn't hang out.
Yeah, because you never wanted to hang out. Because I was traumatized. I
By
thought
me?
Danielle was inviting me over for a sleepover.
When I was like 30. This is
And I was-
this is after we did
I was young, but
after we
I was
did a
like, oh
movie,
my God.
and we have a 12-year age difference. So I just thought she needed a place to crash for the night. I didn't know she was calling me to come and did
Hang
you not know
out.
this? And to like
I
Hang
called
out?
her to hang out, and we were gonna have a sleepover.
I was 30.
And then, but I looked up to you so much. I thought you knew that.
I thought she was calling me because she had like an audition or something to do in the area and she lived far.
No, just to
and I was
hang
like,
out
sure,
with
you
you.
can come over.
And then she fucking left me. She left me
I
in her house by
had plans.
myself.
I had plans with my boyfriend. I don't even think you were 21 yet. I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I went out.
Play
I
video
didn't know.
games, have ice creams.
I didn't know. I
so
didn't know.
traumatized.
You wanted a play date.
I did want to play date. What do you like? How are you supposed to ask an adult? Hey, you want to play with me? Like what the fuck? I thought
adults
maybe,
don't
hey,
usually
why don't we
do
come
that.
over and hang out with you? Nope. She's like, bye. She's like, the fridge is stocked. Here's my
snuggled
bed.
her when I got back.
Oh, it's so funny. I was like, okay, bye.
So through this world, we became friends, you know,
Okay.
through the convention circuit, and it's kind of the same group that sort of travels around together, and we all continue to work together over and over again. And we just, you know, became closer as we aged, I guess.
Okay, cool.
I matured, is what happened.
I was trying to be nice about it. Scout matured a little bit, yes. Well, I'm like an
was
old
17.
fart. Exactly. I was 30. She was 17. You know what I mean? It was like, it was a little bit of a
But I
thing.
still see myself as the kid.
But you're like
I still
young
am.
spirit, and I'm kind of an old crotchety, like.
You are not old and Jesus. Old and crotchety is what we think when we think of Danielle Harris.
Well,
No, sorry.
I'll be dancing on the table later. So actually, you know what it was? We decided during COVID to like create our own stuff. And one of the things that I was doing was watching movies at my house, and it really was to get my girlfriends to come over because while I'm in horror movies, I don't know a lot of them, and I know all of my friends, but I don't know their movies.
Okay.
So I was like, come over, we'll watch your movie together, we'll film it, it'd be kind of cool, like a watch party sort of thing. Cerina came over and watched one of her movies with me, and then we can like, we talked about like, because, you know, we're sitting watching stuff that we see that nobody else sees. Like, oh my God, why did she reach for the door? Why did she reach for the door when why did she reach for the handle when the window's open? Like, what are you doing? So it was fun. So we actually bonded, I think, during that time. That was when you'd come to my house.
I think it was your husband who was like, you guys have something weird. Like, there's something, it's a weird thing that happens when you guys are together. I think you guys
True.
should do shit together.
And he showed us the first episode that we
I watched
did
it. Did you
today.
watch it? I got
I
emotional.
only did a little bit because the sound is so bad. I couldn't
Here,
watch
I'm
it.
sitting in my hotel room getting emotional.
I couldn't watch it because the sound was shitty. We're trying to figure out how to do stuff on our own. You know, it's trial and error. So we started doing that, and then my husband was like, "You guys should, something's going on. You guys should do something." And then we were like, "Hey, why don't we do stuff together?" And then actually, all of us did another different contract. It ended up not happening, but I had this idea to do something called a killer dinner that was kind of like, you know, Masters of Horror dinner parties with ladies.
It didn't happen yet. But
Well, I have the drive. It's like sitting in my house.
well, you need to pitch it.
Yeah, you're better at that stuff.
Well, let's figure it out.
So let's explain our three personalities.
Yes, please.
Okay, well, we'll be gentle. There could be
It's
a lot
okay.
of words in this corner over here.
Mima says it's safe. Mima says it's safe.
What are they, Danielle?
I mean, there's a really small community of horror females that are our generation, and we're all really good friends. Too bad Shepis isn't up here with us. And then there's Dee Wallace. She gets tossed into the mix too. She's like our mommy. But we are all super creative, and we're all kind of like, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. This is
We're
creative.
all
like-
hustlers. We all come from like, nobody came with like a silver spoon in their mouth.
No.
We all hustle. And that's
Yeah.
also a different thing.
Yeah,
right?
child actors like still able to
Yeah.
be here and not have done. You know, we still have survived.
Yeah.
I'm
You know?
a survivor. I'm going. Is that not that you sing that? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Just ignore the ADD child.
No, that's part of your personality.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
And we need that.
I'm more like straight to the point. Yes, no, let's do this. Yeah, I'm going to make this happen. Blah blah blah. A little bit harder. And then Cerina's like, it's so funny. Even our text group messages. So if there's 4 of us, it'll be like rainbows and butterflies. I'm like, wait, what's the deal? No. I just had the other day. You just spent $5,000. You can't spend another $10,000, Scout. You know what I mean? So I'm the mom, and then Serena's like, oh, but it feels so special, and you're so beautiful and loved, and
If the universe is leading you to do this, then like
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like having 2 moms, and I'm like, who am I going to go to get approval
and
for
dad.
what I need to get approved
It's
for?
mom and dad. Then there's
I'm like,
Tiffany
where do I get
Shepis.
approved?
That's
I will
like,
always give you permission.
I know to go to you.
I
You
will never give
I
you
can-
permission.
By just looking at the 3 of you, I can see that.
See it?
Yes, I can.
And then there's another one, Tiffany, that's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Here's a meme of a
Doesn't
cat
understand
throwing
anything.
up.
I can definitely.
There's a meme of it.
And then, or Dee Wallace, the mom from ET, that's like, you ladies, I love you. She's probably the naughtiest
She's the
out of all of us.
naughtiest. But she's like, oh, no way.
Yes, no.
Like, uh-huh.
So we did this thing called a killer dinner. We all sat and we
Danielle
had dinner.
created it. It was Danielle's idea, and she called us all over. It was over COVID, and she was like, "None of us have gotten." I just totally took over your story,
No,
but
please do.
like you invited us in to do
Yeah.
it, but I'm just letting you all know it was her, letting you all know that it was her idea. And you brought us in. We wore pretty dresses. We got our hair and makeup
I
done.
wanted to look pretty.
Wait,
We've been
what?
stuck
When was
inside.
that?
I was 2 years ago.
What it means, the 33.
Huh?
Sorry, the medium thing. Sorry,
No,
33.
The 33 is your birthday. and it's her
No.
birthday.
That was how old I was when my mom passed. You remember? I came to
Oh.
this event.
Like 2 days after your mom passed away. That's right.
Oh.
Holy shit. Okay, sorry.
And also
pieces together.
if March 3rd is your mom's birthday. So it's double whammy.
like it.
Okay, no.
33, that's the time that was,
Okay.
it was big.
Maybe I'm not the only one that's kind of confused. Do you want to elaborate to this?
Oh, no, I was just talking about
like
the medium thing that we had. She kept on saying 33, 33, 33. And I was like, what
What's
is that?
33?
And I was like, I
Putting
was
it together.
33 years old. Yeah.
So
sorry.
we did this dinner
Brain fart.
thing right when Scout's mom had passed,
Okay.
and we served 3 courses. We ordered food. We sat around a dinner table and we played like Never Have I Ever, and a lot of wine and a lot of fun and all kinds of stories and all kinds of stuff. We picked like questions from a hat essentially, and we had a really good time and got pretty drunk and found out a lot about each other in a very short amount of time. But the idea was like what it would be like to be a fly on the wall of that conversation. Like when you guys are out there and you're seeing like Lou Ferrigno and Shatner and like, I don't know, Dean Cain like talking, you're like, what would it be like to sit with the 3 of them? What are they talking about?
Okay.
Like that kind of stuff. And so that was kind of the idea.
We
of,
need to do this. Like,
I
I
know.
feel like I want to like jump
Serena's
in.
always, you do like 800 things too.
Yeah.
Well, but doing 800 things is not the way to get one thing done. That's the way to like have 800 things started and nothing finished. But
Which is us. all
But
of
I'm
us.
actually getting better at that. I'm like completing things.
Good.
Yeah, but I do think that this is like
I
ready
know,
to
it's
get
something.
pitched.
I know.
All right.
Eventually.
Hey, do we have any audience questions? If you do, what's your name?
Hi, Brandon.
Hey, Brendan. Who's your question for? I'm doing good. What's your question for?
First of all, your movie about your uncle and brother. Your version, by far my favorite. That they fleshed them out really nicely. And oddly enough, it's kind of rooting for them. Where do you three of you see the horror genre now? Kind of got away from killers and a little bit more into this.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I think I think it always kind of comes in like waves and it flows, right? And so the killers they're going to come back. Like I feel like it's always changing, and then things are coming back again.
Other things that are not ours?
Yeah, of course.
Like Terrifier. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I was gonna say
good,
that, yeah.
You know? That came out of fucking nowhere. I'm so sorry. That came out of nowhere. I'm like, I feel like it's going to come back again.
I think I'm hoping to bring it back to things that are scary, which are things that are simple. I think we've been like so overstimulated, and with CGI and all of this other crazy stuff that's going on, it's really hard to like just be invested in story, which is the most important part, and the relationships between the characters.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you guys liked this particular franchise that Scout and I were in, because there's a lot of that was going on, which doesn't really happen in a lot of horror. So hopefully it'll go back.
It's such a bummer because you really got to listen to our podcast because we have so much happening right now with that world that we can't talk about right now. Especially with her and I, we're creating our own thing, so we're really excited about it. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name's Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
Doing well. How are you?
Good.
So, I consider Bill Moseley the godfather of horror.
Fuck yeah.
What is your guys'
I love
We
that
love
cranky old
Bill.
man.
So I can't say it.
Yeah, you cannot talk about anything. I just was with
But
Bill
you
at the
can
march.
yourself go and Google maybe Bill Moseley and Danielle Harris and see what's going on there.
Good answer. Yeah.
You know, if you would like to, because there's some good stuff that's out and about. He's like one of the smartest people I know, with the most offbeat, wicked sense of humor. And Lucinda, his wife, is like my favorite. I can't even, if I go to lunch with her, I'll never stop talking.
It's really funny. 2021, I sat in this very room with Bill and his wife.
Aren't they great?
Yeah, they're fantastic.
I love
Oh,
them.
you were there? Yeah, there you go. There
He's
you
just
go.
the coolest and quirkiest and just so wickedly talented. I love him.
So we can talk about music videos. So I just did a music video with Bill, like literally last week.
Fun.
Ice Nine Kills. Do you guys know that band, Ice Nine Kills? I love them. If you haven't heard them, you should. Spencer is amazing. That brain on that kid is insane. But I always love working with Bill. Bill's like a hoot of a time. Like, honestly, he's great. Are they playing here tonight?
With Metallica?
Bro,
Oh, Five Finger Death Punch.
we're
Got it.
going.
I'm not
We
going.
gotta finish the panel first.
Wait, what?
Five Finger
Oh,
Death
we're
Punch,
going.
you said. Not Ice Nine Kills. Really?
Yeah, no, they're touring with them. Oh my God, check.
Oh, Scout, I
Dude,
can't
Spencer
go,
would be
dude.
so stoked.
So would Ivan.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, God.
With Ivan. Come on, man.
Come on, Mom.
Dude, come on.
It's exactly what it
Serena, will you
is,
come with me?
I'm already tired.
Serena's
I'm
like-
sorry.
See what you started?
My child
Who
woke
was
me
it?
up at 4:45
Oh, my God.
this morning.
I have two kids.
you were in his
I was
music
in
video.
bed at midnight. I know.
Oh my God, I'll go say hi for you guys.
Oh, good,
They
do
didn't want
that.
to come.
Oh, I can't wait till you have
All right,
kids.
we do
I
have
know.
Can't
Yeah.
wait.
When
Can't
you have dinner at 5 o'clock. And
Yeah,
then
have
have to go
another
to bed at
audience.
8:30.
Ladies,
Whoop, whoop.
we have another audience.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your name?
Hi, Rebecca.
Okay, let's.
Wait a minute. Didn't we go over
No,
that
it's okay.
with the
Ask it. I'll
rules?
find a way. We're good.
Okay, go ahead.
How did you guys find yourself started acting in horror, or what was your guys' connection to like horror and stuff?
Oh, I think that's a great question.
Yeah.
I can answer that. Well, we can go one at a time. So for me, I started off acting like in theater, years and years. Wait, are you filming me? Now I'm afraid I'm going to like mess up. Oh, you're press. Okay. Now I'm like, I'm afraid I'm going to mess up. I'm going to send it to the union. I'm just kidding. Okay. So
You're out.
And then when I moved to LA at 18, I very quickly got an agent, and started auditioning, and started booking jobs. And one of my very first movie actually that made me union, that made me SAG, was a little horror film. And then I was on the series Power Rangers, and then
Go.
one of the second. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say those words. Then I was on a kids show, and then then you do. Here's the deal: you do a ton, and you audition for everything. You audition for all the things, and then one of the things that I happened to have booked early on in my early 20s happened to be in the horror genre, and it happened to do well, and then suddenly you're a part of the family. That's sort of how it worked for me, and it's a really cool family to be a part of.
Yeah, that's kind of how it worked for all of us, I think. I don't think we seeked it out necessarily, but we just got really lucky and found something that we liked to do. I always say I always liked horror because it was an opportunity for me to be a lead in a movie and have an immense amount of difficult acting work. That you just weren't getting in other things, where you really feel like, in other movies where they're not horror, you have like maybe one scene where you're like, oh, I've got this is my good scene where I can show them what I can do. And then you cut to a horror movie and it's like every scene you have to show them what you can do. So you get to flex a little bit, and you don't have to be a movie star to be a lead, because you guys think that we are and accept us for that. We don't have to be bringing in $50 million in a theater to get those opportunities. So we're grateful for that for our community. And I always say, like, you don't see like a convention for like terms of endearment. It's like it's like this is like we're our own little group. You know what I mean? And it's a pretty exclusive, cool group to be a part of.
Another question from the audience? All right, before we get to you, I do have a question. We're at a comic book convention, a pop culture convention. What do you collect? Do you guys collect anything? We'll start with Scout. I seen the look on your eyes. We're going to start with you first. What do you
I
collect?
collect comics.
Really? What do you collect?
I mean, like when I was a kid, I used to collect a lot of comics. So
Okay.
I have like boxes of them. But did I ever read them? No. I just like the way they looked, man. I was like, I like the art, the illustration.
No, that's cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
Which kind of actually like is the reason that I started drawing, was because of comics.
So you draw, you're an artist.
Yeah.
Did you bring any of your art to show any of the artists?
Oh, I don't think they want any of that.
No, that-
Why not?
No,
I
seriously,
don't think
why
it's
not?
that much. I know I make horror hats. I make hats.
She's an artist too.
I mean-
She paints and does other things.
I guess.
You made like how? Like you
Well, I colored it and then I did this.
did you like put it together?
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah. Did you not see my horror hats? Yeah.
What?
I'm starting to sell them.
I want one.
I want to start bringing them to con. I was like,
Well, why
these-
don't you?
I
Right?
need one
I was like,
wait,
these
you
are
made
cool.
this?
yeah. Well, not the hat, but the color and everything and all that. Yes. And then the branding and stuff. It had more branding, but I had to like get rid of it because it wasn't very ladylike
start a
to have on
hotline.
planes.
Serena, what do you collect? Do you collect anything?
Somebody say something.
I don't collect comics.
about
I don't really collect anything. I mean, when I was a kid, I had like all the Care Bears.
Cute. Ooh.
What about now? I mean, do you collect rocks? Do you have like bottles?
I like stones. I like
Crystals.
crystals. I like
there you go.
crystals. And like I feel like more I'm like, oh, I need to get rid of things. But things that I can't get rid of, this is obnoxious. I'm just gonna say it. Do you keep all your red carpet dresses that you've ever worn on a carpet?
I haven't been to that many premieres, so.
So I kept all those, and I'm like, well, now it's like a collection. Now
Well,
I
see,
have
there
to
you go.
like, now I
I'll
should
have
like
some.
what?
I'll have some.
Yeah, when you need a dress, will you please call me because I have.
I hate dresses, so I always need a dress.
Well, I have so many dresses I can never wear them again.
you have a
I
wedding
do-
dress?
do you- what do you-
I do. I have two. What? I have a bunch of wedding dresses.
What?
Yes.
Why do you have a bunch? What if she has a bunch of wedding dresses? Oh my God, my bridesmaid, I went to go try on some wedding dresses. She goes, it's only your first marriage. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
So I have my first. So I have my first wedding dress that you can try on if you want. It's really pretty. And then I had somehow I ended up with 3 dresses. I didn't buy them. I got them 2 from Beholden. This is what you guys wanted to hear about, huh? And for free, and 1 from that Jenny.
People are like, how do we get out of
I know
here?
you're talking about.
Anyway, I have 3 dresses. Oh my God, that looks so beautiful.
What? Oh my God,
Seriously.
okay. I'll show you a picture of what I'm looking for.
Great.
Okay.
Done.
Fuck
All
yeah.
right, Danielle.
I keep stuff from a movie,
Living
each
Dead
movie that
dolls.
I do.
Oh,
yeah,
you do.
I always take the one piece of article that's covered in the most blood.
Yeah.
And then, or
I bet
like,
that smells great.
it's all stuck together in a Ziploc and like you can't even open it. Or like the outfit that's like the hero outfit in the movie. And I'll always put that in the bag with like whatever jewelry I was wearing if they let me steal it.
If they let you steal it.
Well, they lie. They say, no, you can't take it because we may have to do reshoots or whatever. And then it goes on auction and they sell it. And then we have to buy it from whoever bought it, which has been what's happened.
Yeah. I literally tried to buy something I wore, and this guy wouldn't give it to me. Just like
it's so
this fan. I was
stupid.
like, please, I'll give you so much money for it. I'll try. I was like, please.
I guess I do that. I save something for you.
Just
That's a
one
good,
thing.
Yeah, one little thing.
And I put it in a Ziploc and I mark it, the date and the movie, and with the script or like or mini sides or like something
Will you come to
from
my house
there.
and organize all my things?
Oh, fuck.
All right.
Dude, it's all I
It's a
do is
date.
organize.
Okay, what's your name?
Hello, my name's Steven. My question's for Cerina.
Yes.
Let's go.
Sir asked me to ask you, how do you feel watching Danielle Ortega go from the show you did a few years ago into transitioning to, I guess, the next generation being a swing queen?
Yeah.
Swing queen.
What was she in with you?
Oh, she's in Power in that show?
She was in that
The mouse
show.
one?
Really?
Yeah.
Within the same
she was
season you were?
she was the person that was in the middle.
Oh.
So she was not. She was not Tuesday. She was not Thursday.
She was Wednesday.
Yeah. See there.
Actually, that was a line in the show that the writers of that show I did with all those children wrote that in. When like Jenna actually said, "I'm Wednesday. I'm the day that nobody that sucked." And then,
Whoa.
yeah, isn't that weird? Anyway, so to answer your question, she's brilliant. She is a brilliant actress. And at 11 or 12, when we were in this big audition room and I was testing to play her mom, in the middle of the audition, I didn't break character, but I did in my mind for like a split second. And I was like, holy shit, this girl is genius. And she's booking me this job right now. Like, because it's all about chemistry.
Right.
And like when you're doing a chemistry read with someone, it takes two people
Yeah.
to just be like, I see you, we're doing this, we're doing a thing here. And she was 11 and she was like, I see you, Ma, we're doing a thing here. And I was like, oh my God, she's brilliant. She deserves she's brilliant. She can memorize something and like that quickly. She is brilliant.
Wow.
And so she deserves all the things to work forever.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Another
I'm
question.
so proud.
I thought. Yes, you in the back. What's your name?
So I was talking about this at a show not too long ago. I think you were there with me. I'm not sure where it just kind of dawned upon me that because we work primarily in the horror genre, there's no like rehearsal for what's going to happen. Like when you do a comedy, you do it over and over and over and over and over and over again until you get it right. You know, especially sitcom stuff. You have like 4 days of doing the same stuff until you can get it there and you know exactly how it's going to be on the day. With a horror movie, all you can do is set up what's going to happen, and then you kind of have to go off into your little world and go, well, here we go, because you don't know what's going to come out. You know, it's a lot of physicality, a lot of physical stuff. So you know, when we are running or being attacked or whatever, I always say your body doesn't know that you're an actor.
Yeah.
So you physically, like I've hyperventilated. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff where I've massive bruises and scratches and hurt ourselves because you're really, not only do you want it to look good for the audience, but that's just sort of what happens. It's much more difficult, I don't know about you guys, for me to fake stuff. You know, it's like a lot of actors will, when you have to be strangled or something. And also, who knows what really happens when you get strangled or when you're getting stabbed? Like, you don't, like, they usually die. I mean, it's like, how do you know what it's like right before you die? You can't talk to someone and do that research. So, and everyone's different. So it's kind of like, that's, I think, the fun part about it. It's also super scary because you can't like go to a different place. You have to be in the moment of, oh my God, this is happening to me. I'm about to die. And as soon as someone starts chasing you, you know, you see, like, even if your friends start running after you to tickle you or to wrestle you or to smack you or whatever, your heart starts going. That adrenaline kicks in regardless. So we don't really have to pretend. We don't have to be the character to be in that situation because the situations are some of the time scary enough, and a lot of the times locations are really frightening. We work in some really crazy places that are like creepy and weird stuff happening and dirty and awful, and you know, you're just like, all right, here we go. I'm gonna crawl in the bathroom at this gas station on the floor, and he's gonna tie me up and cut my stomach open. 5-minute warning. And it's like, okay, so wait, so it's like, what's gonna happen? Okay, you're gonna walk in the door, and then you're just gonna grab me off the toilet, and I'm just making this up. This wasn't from a movie, and throw me on the ground, and then you're gonna
Stab me over and over and over and over again.
And then there's like, we have 2 cameras, and then like all the directors are usually fanboys. You know, mostly horror, the directors are fans before they were into it. They're not like hired because
So
they're a
they're
director.
behind the monitor, really, really stoked and excited.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
she's gonna get stabbed in the stomach with a chainsaw. This is gonna be awesome.
It's
And then
so
you're
fun
like,
when
oh,
like
God.
when people yell cut and you have to let that energy go. Like that's not something that I'm sure, when you guys get upset, it takes for me, it takes me a second to like calm down. But
Imagine physically fighting. Like imagine,
Blood.
getting into a physical bar fight with someone for 2 minutes, and then as soon as it's done, everyone's like, yay, woohoo, and you're still in the corner like, can somebody get me? I'm like,
bloody, I'm sticking to
I
things.
can't see a blood in my eyes, and it's 18 degrees, and so
Or
and
blood,
they're like,
or blood in your mouth,
Yeah.
or
everywhere. They're
You know
like,
what
"That's amazing."
what you said is a really great. What Danielle says is a great way to explain it. There's no rehearsal.
Yeah.
So rehearsals, if you haven't been in one, like you do like half speed rehearsals. You kind of like don't go all the way there. There's no way to like not go all the way there in a horror scene.
Someone's like busting through a door,
or
or there's
dumping a bucket of blood, or
practicals.
there's a practical effect,
And you get one
or-
take.
Yeah, you get
You just
one
have
time.
to feel it
so
on the day.
you have to go, and you have to go for 10. So
Yeah.
you are running like that is guys really going to stab you, and you have to. There is no like halving anything.
No.
Yeah. And I think that's why hopefully if we've done our job right, you're terrified and like you can feel the fear because we're like, oh my God, we have one chance to get this right. If we don't, we're going to get fired. And like, that's the truth. Like, or they're going to think I suck. Like, that's what's always running through my head. Like,
or you have to repeat it different angles.
Or that, of course, yeah.
Over and over.
And you have to hit your
over
marks.
and
You gotta make
over.
sure
Hit
your camera
mark.
can see you.
Remember what you did on that take to
Yeah.
match that take.
Which hand did I punch you with?
Yeah.
Which hand does it
Did I
matches?
stab you?
How did I?
Where did I grab you?
When's the prosthetic gonna explode? Like, how do we?
Oh, you have blood splatter right here. Now you have to have blood splatter right here for the whole rest of the movie.
It's like Terrifier, right? And the thing is, I don't know if you guys do this, but like for me as an actor, I watch horror movies, which is why it's so difficult to watch a horror movie. And all I'm doing is seeing like, oh my God, that poor girl in that outfit, like Terrifier. I'm like, oh my God, I bet you she thought it was cute when she was in wardrobe. And by day 4, she was like, fuck this, I will never again wear shit where everything's hanging out and it's cold and it's dirty and I'm miserable. Note to self, don't be cute. Always on set, they're like, it's going to be cold. Do you want? I'm like, no, give me 5 layers and a parka. I want to wear my hair in a bun so I don't have to wash it, like that kind of stuff. Like show up for work and just do it.
Let's write a movie where we can all wear 5 layers and a parka with our hairs in mom buns.
Just taking the layers off and off.
That doesn't happen. Normally we shoot in the summer.
I do have to ask a question.
Yeah.
Because in every horror movie, and we all seen this, the girl's running, she falls down. Do you ever read that and go,
I don't. We don't fall down.
We
That's
don't?
why we play the final girls.
I know, but I mean, I'm just saying, is that ridiculous though, of the girls that do fall down?
I mean, you should
not
have saw
saying that
us
you guys-
watching 2018 a movie.
Scout and I are like, oh, come on.
A movie. Yeah, we
Exactly.
were like, kick
him.
Kick him in the balls. Kick him.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you ladies do. I'm like, but do you ever look at that and like,
Every single time.
Or we tell them, I ain't gonna stay there very long.
okay.
So y'all got to figure out what we're doing next, because I'm not staying there. It's like a pop, pop.
Yeah,
Like,
you better.
nuh-uh.
It's in real time. We're not doing 50%, so
Yeah.
you gotta bring it.
I've only done that once, and I'm like, never again.
Well, that's what I was getting at. And I'm like, it's just like ridiculous. That's
It's
why you guys
dumb.
are so great.
But if you've seen our movies, like you can say like that's dumb, like that doesn't work, that doesn't make sense. Why would she do that? I mean, I hate to be that person, but I'm definitely that person on set. Like I have a better idea. What if it went like this?
Yeah.
This would be a little more realistic. There was a scene in a movie that I did with an uncle but he wasn't my uncle in that movie. It was someone else's brother, and I was supposed to head out. The scene was written totally different, and the actor couldn't get me fast enough because I was just faster than him, and I wasn't going to slow it down for him.
That's awesome.
So I went out. I was supposed to go into the kitchen, but I was passing by the front door as I was going into the kitchen. So in the moment, of course, I was like, okay. And I went right out the front door and closed the door. And they ended up keeping it in the project, and it was made it in the trailer, and because it was so cool that that stuff's organic. But I wonder if newer actresses in horror have the wherewithal or the confidence to say stuff like that.
Like, this doesn't make sense.
This doesn't make sense. Can
do
we do something different?
I think so, though, because I think other actresses have paved the way to show that you can be tough and you can fight back.
Do you ever speak up for other actors, though, when they're on
fuck
set?
yeah, all
me
the
too.
time.
No,
All
I
the time.
have spoken up for myself before and not gotten listened to. Like, I've definitely.
Oh, then I'll walk off.
Well, I should have, but that was 20 years ago. Now I would.
Yeah, it's different.
So I think with age, comes knowledge.
Comes
All right.
not giving a shit.
We
Right?
have time. You're going to be our last question. Okay.
Female fan. I think all of us female have gotten sick of that. That's the reason why famous stuff is film. Because we don't do that.
Exactly.
And it's like, let someone else do that kind of person. Because even the last film that we came out with, the last film, both those women were going, oops, so this may go that way. And they were the ones that were like, why did he go that way? Why did that way?
Women fight dirty.
Yes, we do.
So I think that's great. I think that makes it way more interesting,
All right.
Never underestimate us.
Definitely
We'll
not.
find you.
All right. So
I hope this was more fun than the
unfortunately,
social media. What was that before this one?
the social.
Yeah,
media.
was this more
Social
fun?
media?
Yes.
Okay, go.
Stop.
You don't want them to clap?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I wanna do
because
picture too. Me too.
Wait, God, let me do my job. First.
Picture for us?
Wait, sit down.
Hey, I wanna take a picture.
Sit. No, we are going to take a picture, but wait 1 second. I have a job to do.
Oh, sorry. What?
No, Ken, no picture. Sit in the back. Okay. Ladies, tell everyone where they can listen to the podcast one last time.
Talk Scary to Me, Spotify and Apple.
Okay.
And it's every Tuesday. And it's naughty and dirty and fun and real true crime and 911 and fan questions you
And
guys
you
write
can
in.
submit to podcast at talkscarytome.com.
Yes, we're on social media, Instagram, Talk Scary to Me Podcast, Patreon, Talk Scary to Me. That's how we make our show.
Serena, tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
Cerina Vincent at Cerina Vincent on Instagram. That's really all. And that's
Wait.
it right now.
Wait. Now, I would like you all to go down to their tables, buy an autograph, get a picture, say hi. Remember, a smile's always free. And go and get something from these people. That's why you're here, right?
Yes.
Now, on the count of three, I want you to give them a big Colorado Springs Comic-Con. You guys got me so mad. Round of applause. 1, 2, and 3. Now I want you to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thanks, guys.
You have been watching The Angry Geek Show on Pod TV. Visit our website today. And for guest bookings, email us at theangrygeekshow@gmail.com today.